Hello VC, welcome back. Welcome back to today's video. And today, it's called Golden Earring. Yeah, this is their first record, the Golden Earring. And it's on Polydor. Here they are, jamming out. And I bought this used probably 30 years back, and I paid $12 for it. Let's see. Yeah, it's got to be 30 years. Probably around 85 or so I bought this record. And it's very good. If I can get it out of here. Got some issues. It's on the double disc keeper. And look at that Polydor label. You don't see those every day. That's very interesting, isn't it? So we have here made in France. So that's why the label's a little different like that. French BIEM Polydor. And it's a very old record. It's probably the original press of this. 8 Miles High it's called. I really like it. It's a great record. And it's never going to go back in there in a minute or two, so put it over here. Next up, 7 Tears by Golden Earring. And this is an original press as well. And I know that MOV has reissued this. And I was going to buy it here a while back, and I never did. And I probably need to. It's got a little book in here. Let's have a look at it. And then the record is on a red Polydor. Holland. So this is a Holland press. And Holland always makes great records. It's like The Wall. I bought a lot of different albums of that Wall, and I thought that the one I got out of Holland was the best sounding ones of the Canadian and the American and the Japanese and all of that. And the thing about this record now, and I forgot to, She Lives on Strange Wings. Yeah, She Flies on Strange Wings. That's on this record right here. That is a fantastic record. I had downloaded that on the iPod, and old Daniel, my youngest boy, he got hooked on that song. He was all he wanted to listen to was that She Flies on Strange Wings by the old Golden Earring. Now here's Hearing Earring, and what really makes this one cool, it's got Braille all on the back of the cover here. First edition like that has Braille on it. And it's on the Black Tracks label. And Great Britain. This is a UK press on the Black Tracks label. You can sure feel that the UK press got those sharp edges on the edge of their. This has also got She Flies on Strange Wings on here. Now, the beloved by everybody, Golden Earring. Moontan. Of course, this is the UK press. This is the first edition UK press. And, you know, the cover that we got in the US and Canada, they banned this cover. I don't know why they banned this cover. Yeah, we don't have any clue. But anyway, this is the UK press. And it's a textured cover. Very nice texture. And again, what we got in here. It's on the Black Tracks label, made in Great Britain, just like the other record I had. Black Tracks. And again, I bought this at a record convention, and it's pristine condition. Mint. It doesn't even have a black label like that doesn't even have any spindle hole marks on it. And I have rarely played it myself. I used to have the CD, so that's what I played most of the time, was the CD in the car. And here's your insert from the UK press with the inner sleeve, the lyric sheet, I should say. But yeah, it's a real thin, delicate. Yeah, it's even got the price in here, $18. Yeah, try to buy that for $18 today. Yeah. That's about that again, like I say, about 86 or something. I bought that record, and then I just bought this one lately. And this was one of a record that I used in one of my videos about my digital rant. This is a digital record, and this is, of course, this is Golden Earring cut now, and this has got the song Twilight Zone on it, which, you know, great song. But I'm gonna have to try to find the original press. Most likely, if I can get a Holland or a UK original press of this, that's the one to get, because I don't have it yet, and I didn't have this record before. I may have had it. I don't remember. I should have had it on a Canadian press or something. But you know, I like to have one really in pristine condition, which this is. But I know when I get that original UK and I compare the two, I'll know I'm getting ripped off by this digital junk. Switch, Golden Earring Switch. Now this is I believe a Canadian press, and the nice thing about, look at how thick that is. I mean, it's about as thick as a UK album cover, that thing there. And this is on the Brown Tracks label. When they went to the Brown Tracks, and it feels like a Canadian press that's got the smooth edges on the side of it. No, it's USA, sorry. No, Records Canada, under license from USA, 73. And it's a good record. This has got a lot of good songs on this record right here. And then we go to Golden Earring, To the Hilt. And this is on the Black MCA Rainbow label, Canadian pressing. I'll pull it out for you. So yeah, I've had these records a long time. I bought them used, I'm pretty sure, but you know, they're mint. Of course, under this light everything looks mint, but I know they are. There's not even a spindle hole mark on them. They're probably unplayed. You know, look at the album cover. You can tell how good a condition these records are in. You know, that's my criteria, so everybody knows that. It's nice to have nice records, okay? And here's the original inner sleeve. You'll remember, a little nostalgia there. Nice to keep all that stuff with the record. Now, I couldn't keep the shrink on it because I bought it used, you know. And now we go to one of my favorite records of all time again, and it's a band called Audience. This is their first LP, and this is a reissue. Now I never could ever buy the original one. It was a black cover. This is the reissue, and look, it even comes with a CD in here. And you know it's crazy. They're on here about. So we've got the bonus CDs of the same record, right? So that you can have the analog and the digital for one price. So how did they reissue this and make a CD and a record? So the record's not digital? Yeah, I don't know. This was made quite a long time ago, so it's hard to say what they did. But I imagine it's a digital record. Okay, so now we're up to, and I've talked about this on a different video, Audience, House on the Hill. This is one of my all-time favorite records right here. Every song on it is phenomenal. The musicianship is outstanding. The singing, I mean everything on this record is way above average. And this is a Canadian pressing with a pebble cover. I've never seen another, this is the only one I've ever seen like this with a pebble cover on it. And the whole outside of the cover is pebbled, and even the inside is a pebble with the lyrics in it. The House on the Hill. And because I've got so many of these records in the past, usually USA presses, I was able to get, this is a pretty thick sheet right here. It's got to be a book. Yeah, there it is. It's got the pictures of all the guys in it. And I've never seen this, so I've only seen it one time. But you can see it's on Elektra. And then I've got an inner sleeve with the lyrics on it. This must have been, I had a promo. This must be out of the promo, because this didn't come with this record. And then it's on the Elektra Moth label. That's the first edition for Canada, like that. And the record sounds really good too. But of course, and you know what? Everybody in Winnipeg knows this record, and everybody loves it. And I don't know about the rest of the world doesn't know about it so much, but it's just one of those kind of a regional thing. But it's a band out of England. And now here's a record. I've probably owned this for 10 years now. It's not a gatefold. It is in really, really nice shape. But it's on the Philips label. And of course it's in mint condition as well too. But this is a Japanese pressing on the Philips label. And it sounds really good. It does sound really, really good. It sounds, of course, better than the Canadian pressing. And we have the inner sleeve lyric sheet. It's kind of like the other sleeve, but it's got the Japanese on the other side. And I've got it on the archive quality disc keeper. The double paper in there for rigidity. And then now here in the last so many years, I can't remember exactly when, I went and bit the bullet again, and I got the UK first press. So you see a lot of these elements are all kind of coming together, right? From these different records that I've got. And of course, look what it's on. That pink scroll label. Yeah, it's great fidelity on that thing. Love it. And it's got a good, pretty thick, I would say real nice thick cover for being a UK first edition. And then I've got a couple records I want to talk about. I guess everybody knows what this record is. King Crimson. Okay. Now, this is King Crimson. Let's talk about it. in the Court of the Crimson King. And look at this now, it's got a sticker on it. The original stereo mix of the 1969 classic debut, newly cut from the masters approved by Robert Fripp, includes exclusive codes for a download. This is a 200 gram heavyweight vinyl, inner knot. And they still got the shrink, of course. Now, here's the thing about this record. And it's nice, they put it on a nice pink label, which would be representing the Pink Island, right? It's kind of what it's kind of representing, because this would have been originally was on a pink island. And this is 2010 Robert Fripp, made in England. This is a UK press. This Inner Knot is a UK press, and it's a 200 gram record. Now the thing about the record is that they lost the only record that really was mastered from the original master tape was the Pink Island. They lost the master tape after that. For 40 years, 50 years they lost it. Until, I guess, 40 years they lost it. Then they found the master tape. And this was one of the first records that they ever reissued from the original master tape. And it sounds awesome. It's a really, really good sounding record. I'm happy to own this record. I think it's really, really good. So, if y'all see any of that Inner Knot stuff, yeah, really, really good quality. And the covers, is pretty thick considering all considered. I'm really happy with that record. Then we have something here. It's a Beatles record, Abbey Road. But looky here. What's all this now? Pro Use series. This is a Japanese half-speed master of this record. And it's stereo. Because you know me, I like stereo. Inner sleeve. We got, this is the original inner sleeve. And it's on the Apple label. And of course it's pristine mint. And again, I play this one. This is usually if I'm going to play the Beatles, I don't crack open the Beatle box and start going crazy with all that. This is more than my songs on here that are my favorite songs. I put this on. And then I'm getting the best fidelity. Hell with that mono box and all that other. I got this. This is gonna kick. And then we have. I'll be back in 1 second. And then we have Tomasz Budzyniski. And I was thinking, I've got to look on Discogs because he's got a couple of other records he's put out. This guy's from Poland. This stuff on this record, he's singing, it's in Polish. Here's the inner inside gatefold. It's a double record, and if you look right here, he signed it. They only made 300 of these for the whole world, and it's got his signature right here, 213, I guess. From 2009. And this has got to have the thickest cover I've ever seen. It's like homemade or something. I mean, this thing is the amount of paper that they use just for one piece. You could make all the records out of the UK or the things they're making now. And they only pressed 300 of these records, and the sound is really excellent plus on these records. Fantastic sound. All the songs on it are amazing. This is just amazing good music on here. And the kids love this stuff. Of course, I recorded it on a CD. We played it in the car, and I put it on my Pono player, and they're always wanting to listen to Tomasz Budzyniski. And the funny thing about it is, even though that the lyrics are in Polish, we're singing along with it because we know all the Polish lyrics. We don't have no clue what any of this stuff means, but we know it's like part of the music. It's amazing how, even though you don't know what he's saying, the music's so great you don't care.